Are you thinking about buying a fiberglass RV? Or maybe you're curious about how your fiberglass RV stacks up against others. Today, I'm going to tell you about the top 10 most popular fiberglass travel trailer models out there, and I'm only including in this list the ones that are still being manufactured today. I'm starting today with the Casita Spirit Deluxe, which is manufactured in Texas. This is, without a doubt, the most common fiberglass camper that you're going to see at any campground. One of the reasons this one is so popular is because it's so lightweight and it does have a great floor plan as well. With a length of 17 feet and a dry weight of 2,230 pounds, many small SUVs will be capable of towing this. The floor plan is also a hit with many couples and solo RVers because you get a permanent bed, you get a 2-person dinette, and you also get a wet bath. Casita has packed a lot into a very small space here. The one downside about this model, and all Casitas for that matter, is that they do have a bit of a dated look, and the finishes are just average. However, with a starting price of only $26,000, they're quite affordable. Next on today's list is the Scamp 13 standard model. At just 13 feet, this is one of the smallest campers on today's list. Like the Casita, Scamp travel trailers also have a traditional design style that some people really like and some people find dated. However, this is the perfect beginner RV, especially for solo travelers that don't want to invest too much money to start. Although it's tiny, Scamp still has managed to fit in a 4-person dinette that converts to a double bed. They have a sink, a stovetop, a small fridge, and even a wet bath. On their website, Scamp lists the starting weight of the Scamp 13 at 1,500 pounds. However, this is the weight of the version without a wet bath. But even with the added weight of a wet bath, this RV is super lightweight. So, you're not going to need some heavy-duty vehicle to tow this one. The other thing to note is it has a fairly reasonable starting price as well of $24,000. Oliver Legacy Elite 2 is next on our list. These RVs are considered to be the Airstreams of fiberglass trailers, with some of the highest end finishes you can find, but a huge price tag that comes along with it. At 23 feet 6 inches and weighing in at 4,900 pounds, this is one of the larger RVs on today's list. This RV has an insulated double-hulled fiberglass shell, making it a good option for all-season camping. Although it's one of the largest campers on today's list, it's mainly designed for couples, sleeping only 3 max. The twin bed floor plan is great if you're sick of waking up in the middle of the night and climbing over your partner to go to the washroom. Oliver includes a number of high-end finishes in their RVs with a very modern interior, but a starting price at $80,000. So this RV certainly is not for everyone. Next on our list is the Escape 19 F1. And yes, I might be a bit biased here because I do own one. With a dry weight of 3,150 pounds and a length of 19 feet, this camper provides a good middle ground between easy to tow but generous interior space. The F1 version offers a permanent queen-size bed at the back and a 4-person dinette at the front, along with a wet bath and some pretty decent counter space for its size. The other reason this RV is so popular is because Escape provides a load of various options so that you can customize it to really make it your own. And this is something that not all RV manufacturers allow you to do. With a price tag around $57,000, this is a mid-tier RV, but it does hold its value very well. The Bigfoot 2500 is next on our list today. Interestingly enough, I left this RV out of another comparison video that I did and got tons of comments saying this should have made the cut. The biggest camper on today's list, and also one of the biggest fiberglass RVs period, this trailer has a length of 25 feet 6 inches and a dry weight of 4,863 pounds for the base model. The interior layout includes a 4-person dinette with a connected couch with seating for 2 more people. This is also the only trailer on the list today that offers a full washroom, complete with a separate shower, as opposed to the dry bath that you're going to see in the other fiberglass RVs we're talking about. It also has a walk-around queen-size bed at the back, which is a really nice feature to have. With high-density insulation and thermal pane windows, this is also another good option for those people interested in all-season camping. The price on these ranges anywhere from $65,000 to $75,000, so this gets close to the Oliver in terms of the most expensive RVs on today's list. Next up is the Happier Camper HS1 Essential, the second 13-foot fiberglass RV on our list, but this one is very different than the Scamp we looked at earlier, with a large rear hatch door. With a starting dry weight of 1,100 pounds, this is also the lightest RV that we're looking at today. But that low weight comes with a compromise. This base model is basically a place to sleep. There's no kitchen, no wet bath, but you can add a modular kitchenette, you can add a portable stove, you can add a modular fridge, you could add a portable toilet. These are all extra options. The HC1 has what Happier Camper calls an adaptive floor plan, which allows virtually everything to be moved around in the RV to suit your particular needs. This gives a ton of layout options and flexibility, which a lot of people like. At a starting price of $27,000, this RV is fairly expensive for the amount of features that you're actually getting. First introduced in 1969, the Trillium RV is the next on our list. It has a bit of an interesting history because they ceased production in 1980, but they were revived again by Outback in the early 2000s. At 15 feet and a starting weight of 1,500 pounds, with a base price of $18,000, this RV is another good option for someone who is just getting into RVing. The basic unit comes with a 4-person dinette that converts into a double bed and a couch at the front. There's also a small kitchenette that includes a stovetop, a fridge, and a sink. You can choose to change out the front couch for an extended kitchen countertop and a toilet with a privacy curtain. These RVs have a cult following, which is why they're on the list today. But with limited production, you might actually have a challenge getting your hands on one of these. You may have some luck finding an older one, but these have really retained their value really well, so they're still going to be fairly expensive. The only fifth wheel on today's list. Next, we're looking at the 19-foot Scamp fifth wheel. This is the largest Scamp in the lineup, but with a dry weight starting at 2,500 pounds, it's still fairly lightweight, especially as far as fifth wheels go. This RV is a popular one for those people who love towing a fifth wheel, but don't want the heavy weight that comes along with most of them. The interior includes plenty of storage, a rear 4-person dinette that converts to a double bed, a wet bath, and a queen-size bed in the loft area. With more space and more options than some of the smaller RVs we talked about today, the starting price is also higher at $45,000. So there you have it, the top 8 most popular fiberglass RVs. What's your favorite? And is there another one that you think should be on this list? Leave a comment below and let me know.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It really does help us out. And don't forget to come back tomorrow to see where we go next.